You ever wonder how long it takes an average guy to eat a pound of butter? Just thinking about that. I think it's about 2 weeks for me. Maybe less. Just started to wonder this as I'm making another bulletproof coffee. And looking at my supply of coconut oil. It's getting kind of low. So I've got to go get some coconut oil today. And I need gas for the car too. Oh yeah. Yeah. Top that up with a little bit of coffee. Delicious. Oh, wrong lid. So my day today is having coffee, second or third one, and go get some provisions. That means food, and gotta pick up some oil, coconut oil. Gotta get fuel for the car. What else am I gotta do? I gotta look at my list. That's what I gotta do. So I've come out to my lair. The garage. Take a quick look at this. This is the heat diffuser out of the football barbecue. It's hard saying football barbecue. Anyways, it sits up too high in here. It's got to be lower to work. So I've made a cardboard cutout. The same size. I'm going to cut this down and see what I can come up with to get something that I can cut that down to. And hopefully we get something that works nicely. I like the width, the center, so I'm just going to cut maybe an inch off the sides. Let's start there. That might do it. That might just do it. So that might do it, just taking 1/4 of an inch off of each of these ends. But what I'm going to do, instead of doing that, I think I'm just going to bend this instead of taking it off. Then I'll have something that'll hold it from moving too much. Let's look for a bendy thing. You know what the worst thing about being out here in the winter is? Trying to record. That does nothing. I have to turn the camera on and off with my nose. Hey, you didn't need to know that. Anyways, here's my impromptu bendy device. Gonna clamp that in and bend it over. Tappy tap tap. Tappy tap tap. Let's see what that does. You know what that does. Bend number 2. It's not quite as straight as I'd like, but oh well. There we go. Try that out, and that's up way too high. Now, why did I think it would be? Well, let's try again. Let's make some more bends. it's snowing. So following that failure, I'm going to just rebend these back quick. I'll do a tappy tap tap. Let's try the new design. I gotta get that hump out of the center, but don't worry about it right now. Nope. Not bent enough. I'll go more. Look at that. That might do it. Let's try that. I'm quite happy with this thing now. Look, I didn't have to cut off the ends at all. I've just bent them. I did trim or put a couple of cuts on each end. That's just to fit it in that tray so it doesn't slide around. Look at that. It's off. Perfect height. Even. Well, it looks pretty even. Across, and the grill's going to fit on nicely. That is cool. Quite happy with that. Now, I've also got to put a couple holes in here. I got to be able to light the burner. I'm going to drill my hole for the lighting it. I'm doing it down at this end of the barbecue instead of the other. Those hole things. Oh, look, it's a pretty hole, right? Look on the inside. That's nasty. But I'll trim it off in a second. I'm just going to check and see if how well it works or fits. Get in there. That'll work fine. Look at that. Well, I changed the shape of my hole. That'll give me a little more angle to get right at the burner. I'm going to test it out. Look at that. Ooh, I found a new shop heater. I'm quite happy with where that is. How that's working. Notice I put the lid, or put something back on these tanks whenever I take one apart. I do that for a reason. These tanks tend to leak sometimes, and I don't want to have to go out and find an empty tank. So I always keep a torch on one of them, or it attached to the barbecue if it is on the barbecue. Okay, now I guess it's just clean this up, and I've got to drill some more holes in it to get more air through there. And I'll do a couple on this end, a couple on the other end. We'll see how that goes. I've also got to find a way to mount it onto the siren. This is the current setup on the siren. There's a 4-inch nipple that goes, or pipe that goes on top of this, onto another one of these, onto the barbecue. So I'm going to put another one of these on the bottom of that barbecue. And that'll be how it's held on. It'll just screw on then. Good enough. Well, I've taken the gas controls out and put the whatever that is back in and lit it with charcoal. That's just to clean it off a bit, get rid of some of the whatever that is in there. Let it go for a little bit and see what happens when I close it, because I think it's going to go out. Yeah, that'll go out. Oh, we'll let it get warmed up and I'll kind of close it. I want it to get really hot and so I can clean off of that smut. Oh, I'm really happy with my little project there with the barbecue. That's going to work out really well for the siren. Small enough that it's not going to be in the way, and it's big enough that it's going to cook a couple of steaks. who knows, I might need more than one, right? Heidi doesn't eat steak. Jasmine does, though. If she comes out with me, we can still cook a couple on that. I figure, since I'm having so much I'm having so much fun out here in the cold, playing with my barbecue, which is lit, seems to be doing fine. Just leaving it open a bit, keep it going. I'm gonna take the tire off of this and see if I can break the bead so I can get a tube in there. And yeah, let's do that. Carrying this inside just made me think, what a great anti-theft deterrent. Take one of the tires off. That'd be horrible to steal. Huh. Maybe. Keep that in mind. So I thought, before I go taking this tire off the rim, let me see where the leak is. Put some air in it. It's only supposed to have 14 pounds in it. No idea what that is. Let's get some water. Squirt bottle. Just gonna do the beads. Look at that. See any bubbles? If there's bubbles, there's a leak. Huh. Golly. Let's check the other side. Same thing here. If you see any bubbles, that's crazy. I don't know how that tire's ever held air. Okay, we found our leak, so we need a tube. I guess I could clean it up and reseat it, but I think I'm just going to get a tube. Hey, I'm going back in the house where it's warm. Wow. This is warming up gradually. Let it go. I'm going to get on the computer and see if I can find that tube at Princess Auto. And if I can, I'll pick it up one day this week, I think. If I can't, I'll have to search and figure out where to find it. Found the tire, or the tube I need, 16 650 by 8. So, Princess Auto has it. Let's see if they've got it in stock, though. Look at that. It's in stock. Cool. I'll get it this week, I think. I'm back outside. The barbecue's still going. Needed that bad. So I'm going to let it keep going, I guess. Just sit here. It's not hurting anything. Maybe close it up a bit. I want to heat the whole thing through. Close it like this. There we go. Let it cook off. Well, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Gonna let the barbecue do its thing, just go out as it feels like it, and then I'll get to cleaning it. I'll have to get some oven cleaner. We're out of it. And get it all cleaned up and ready to put back together with our new gas-powered guts. It's, I think that's going to be a perfect little barbecue. Oh, I've got to get a base for it too. I better do that. I better figure out what size my pipe is. Oh, it's 1 inch. So, get some 1 inch galvanized pipe. And away we go.